again visiting the Dartmoor Chili Farm. If you're interested in checking out any of their sauces, guys, I suggest you do. You may want to go. I saw their site. Here it is. www.dartmoorchilifarm.co.uk. So hey, so far we're 3 for 3 here with some really good sauces, and I hope you'll be able to check out more for the show. I understand that they have a really hot Naga sauce out now, so perhaps I can obtain a bottle of that, and we can do that one in the future, because you know how we hate to do really hot sauces here on the panel. Just joking. But anyway, another good sauce from the Dartmoor Chili Farm out of England, and yeah, lots of good stuff continues to flow from that country, so I'm glad to revisit England, our little aside from our Mexican travels, and back to the farmhouse here with Dartmoor Chili Farm. Alright, so anyway, guys, yeah, whenever you see me, we're going to do a little talking here, so whenever you see me pull out one of these letters, what that usually means is somebody's putting forth some kind of criticism, and we break down the letter, and we kind of attack what they're saying, and try to square things up. But hey, every once in a while, I look through the newspaper, and we find something that's of positive value, right? Something that I can read, and for the enjoyment of the show. So this person here, this is called "Choose People Over Stuff," and I thought this was a pretty interesting article. So this was written as an editorial in the paper. So here we go. It says here, too often we witness an inordinate love of money, power, and possessions. Okay? Along with violence, injustice, and oppression wreaked upon defenseless people in order to obtain these, or often to keep them. Alright, so an individual of great intellect did not value exterior embellishments of prestige. Okay, and this person here is Albert Einstein, whose work benefited others. Alright, so I really don't know too much about the spiritual thoughts of Albert Einstein. In fact, I don't know much about Albert Einstein at all, as far as his philosophies and his spiritual views on life. But I have to go here on what is said, so we'll read what Albert Einstein said. Okay, the value of man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Alright, so hey, better to give than to receive. Okay, continuing. When we survey our lives and endeavors, we soon observe that almost the whole of our actions and desires is bound up with the existence of other human beings. Okay? We eat food that others have produced, wear clothes that others have made, live in houses that others have built. The individual is what he is and has the significance that he has not so much in virtue of his individuality, but rather as a member of a great human community, which directs his material and spiritual existence from cradle to grave. Alright, so hey, he's pointing out that here in this world, we live and deal with other people. God gives us each our own talents, okay? We use those talents, hopefully, to help one another. That's the meaning. We'll love your neighbor, okay? So we must interact with one another, and a lot of times our choices that we make here in this world, and our desires are based off of our interactions with our fellow man, okay? So he's saying here too that kind of we shouldn't view ourselves, base our virtues off of our individuality, but help and consider ourselves as part of a larger human community, okay? Which again is kind of hearkening back to love your neighbor, okay? Don't think only of yourself, but think of your neighbor and treat them as you would have yourself treated, okay? So basically, I talk against selfishness and showing concern for others in your community, other human beings. Okay, should we instead of loving stuff and using people, rather love people and use stuff? This is a question to ponder, especially if we bear the label, quote, Christians, since the founder of Christianity, Jesus Christ, gave all he had, his very lifeblood, for a world of people, many of whom, by their actions, do not show the least appreciation for that act. Alright, now imagine that. Imagine yourself, or imagine those around you, not showing appreciation for Jesus' sacrifice. Wow. I know that is hard to do. Okay? But anyway, I need you to think about that. Again, we're talking here of loving people. Okay? It's loving people, not loving materialism. Okay? Jesus said that you can't serve two masters. Okay? You serve Jesus or God, or you serve money. Okay? So on one side we have Jesus / God, and on the other money. Okay? So we shouldn't be out to accumulate a lot of materialistic treasures, but instead save our spiritual treasures to be guarded by Jesus. And we need to find faith and and show appreciation for what Jesus did for us, saving our very souls and rectifying us to God by his sacrifice. Alright, hey, think about it. I'm going to be back in 8 to 10 with this lovely sauce from Dartmoor Chili Farm, hot fire Naga and lime sauce. So hey, I'll be back. Hi, welcome back to the panel. We're here once again with Dartmoor Chili Farm's hot fire Naga and lime chili sauce. Again, taking the panel back to the farmhouse, a place where I feel really at home. So, again, yeah, nice. Check that out, guys. Really good sauce from these guys. Again, this one being a tomato-based sauce. Kind of really rich with those fruity tomatoes, kind of really giving it that earthy garden note, providing a little bit of fruitiness. We have some apples in here as well, maybe helping out with that. This one again kind of has a considerable vinegar tang, but we also have other things like lime and citric acid in here, which can be helping and aiding in that tanginess. Heat grows before we actually get to taste the peppers, but as the heat subsides, wow, those chili peppers really shine, again providing some fruity notes, really good chili tastes. One of the peppers here kind of unidentified, so I'm not sure exactly what pepper that is. It could be a bell pepper, it could be a habanero, it could be any pepper like that. Unidentified, just as peppers. But we also have those Nagas in here, which are kind of really giving it that boost of heat. And sauce never rose to great epic proportions of heat, but definitely gave it a really good kick and provided some balance to some of those kind of sweet gardeny tomato tastes. And yeah, guys, hey, thumbs up here, Dartmoor Chili Farm. I suggest you get a hold of these guys. Fast becoming one of my favorite sauce makers. So hey, check these guys out. Alright, so hey, I'm going to wrap this episode, and I will be back soon. Until then, read your Bibles and say your prayers. Alright, bye-bye.